There is.
Okay. Okay, guys, so we're gonna start. Thanks everyone for showing up because we have a lot of people in the room. For the members who just joined, the session is recorded. If you don't like it, just feel free to shut your cameras off. And then I'm going to share my screen. So the purpose of today is for me to actually show you guys from the start what videos you need to watch, because we're going to focus on impulse, what you're going to do, quasi preparation, and then we get on the chart. So yeah, everyone within IM knows about the go live. So you go to your Forex and you go to Josh Lee and Brandon Boyd. Under the favorite sessions, I'm gonna see if I can minimize you guys. Under the favorite sessions, I recommend watching this one, Impulse Introduction. The date is 1907, so you start there. And then, because they added a lot new videos, you have here how to stop losses. You also have another one from earlier here, understanding impulse indicators. Then you go to this one, then the 11th, 18. So it's 4 to 5 videos you need to watch. So here, number 1, 2, number here, 3, 4, and you can add the 5 as well. You have these other videos. I never watched them. I never watched these neither. But if you're new and you want to master impulse, I would recommend watching them, of course. Where things really changed for me is down here. I totally see this as you have to do this if you want to have better entries and stuff. It's 52 videos about like Banker's Candle, Triple Peak. It's very, very good for your entry points and seeing how the market is actually moving. And you can get this knowledge into other strategies as well. So 52 videos, 5 minutes or less, very, very valuable. Also with the others that I showed here, I always say like, never be lazy in learning. I think I'll watch them 3 to 4 times each. And you see it's about an hour just to really get to it so that I completely understand. I have a cheat sheet right here with everything I want to show you guys. So you have the videos. What I also recommend, Jolene, I'm lucky to have her. She drew me this yesterday. So this is a trading plan. So you have to set up your own rules before you start trading. With me, it's like take only 3 trades a day at my private account per strategy. So maybe 6 in total, because now I have 2. Don't trade for 50 minutes. We're also going to do that today. Put a timer when you're on the market. Some people do 30 minutes. I do 15, where I just watch it before I take a trade. You have to have an exit strategy. If you enter a trade, before you enter a trade, see that you know where you want to get out. Either it's a percentage or it's a structure in the market where you want it to go. Always do risk management. And if you hit a certain loss on your account, just stop for the day or go away from your computer. Here we have the date, the account, because I also have a funded account. So I can either type, this was on my private or on my funded, the pair I traded, which strategy I used, the confirmations I had to either get in the trade, and the feeling I had, because trading is also emotional, and I still have that as well. It didn't go away yet. I don't know if it ever will, but there are feelings attached to it. So I write them down as well. If I hit a loss, I say like, oh, I got scared that I would miss this trade. And I just write that here. And action, what was the action? Sure.
How you responded to it. So when you got scared, you like went out earlier.
Okay. Yeah, that's actually for me the feeling as well. But she said action, like how it affected me. And then you post the results.
Maybe if you ate a bag of chips afterwards.
I don't do that, but if you do. And here we have the monthly results. So for January and February, she already made something. So that's how a trading plan with me looks like. So it's fresh for me as well. I did it in the past, but this is a completely new one for my fundeds as well. If you guys have any question in the meantime, please do ask. So
there
before
is a question from Philip in the chat.
Oh, in the chat, okay. I can place it in the Telegram chat if you want, and I'll make a screenshot of it. Then there's this other thing. I'm gonna place the photo right now in the Telegram chat, so you guys can be up to date about what I'm gonna show you now. Just a second. Okay, so I always do my preparation. It's in the trading lounge right now. Yeah, it's weird that I can't see you guys. How do I do my preparation? So for the ones who can see it in the Telegram, I place the amount of my balance on my so my balance, I write it down. And before I do that, I go to here, percentage calculator. I don't know for the people with another language, I'm sure you can find it in English, but here I do calculate my percentages. So if you have a random number, like say this, not that much. So if you have this as a balance, just saying something, and you want to know what 0.5% is of this, I calculate it. And then I know that in my, when on my MetaTrader, when I hit 0.5%, it's going to be 22.56 euros.
Nice.
Sorry if I blank a little bit. Is this clear for everyone? Did everyone see the picture in the chat?
Yes.
Okay, so I do that from 0.5 till 10%. That's what I do daily for preparations. So when you see it here, I don't know if you guys can still see me actually, but I'm going to show anyway. I have my calculations right here. So this is how I start. I write everything down. I do my lot sizes. You can see that underwards so that I'm prepared because I'm tracking one pair. So I don't have the time, even especially on the 1 minute, to calculate it before getting into a trade. Afterwards, when you know your percentages, what do I do if I made, let's say we made this point of that account. I use these numbers because you're not always going to have round numbers. And that's exactly how I know how much percentage that I made. So in this case, if I would have made that amount, I would have made 2.27% net because I do calculate my broker's fees on top of it. Because if you know what 2% is and you have like 15 in commissions, just add the 15 towards it. And then you know which number you need to hit to have your preferred profit. On the photo, you see also that I calculate my lot sizes up front. So after I have done this, so the balance of my chart, I wrote everything down. I go to calculate my lot sizes up front. There is a special thing I do. I'm gonna just use a 3000 account for this. I always risk 2%. For you guys, you can choose either you do 1 or you do 0.5%, whatever feels good to you. I always do 2. And there's a special thing that I do. So you see on the photo, I calculate 2 pips till 10 pips. But with 2 pips, I write here 3. I calculate it, I see how much I'm gonna risk, and I see my lot size. So the lot size I calculated for my 2 pip stop loss, it's actually calculated at a 3 pip stop loss. And I use this lot size to write after 2p. And why do I do that? Because if I lose my trades, I lose 1.82% or something. It varies a little bit, because if I don't do this with scalping and I lose my trades, my broker's fees are going to be on top of it. So sometimes I lose 2.40%. If I lose 2 trades, I'm done and I hit -5. So I think that's a lot. If I just do 1.80% risk per trade, then I only lose 3 and a bit. So that's why I do it. I tested it out. I had a chart with the normal calculations at 3 pip for a 3 pip. But yeah, I checked it out for myself, and I'm really a fan of actually calcing with what I do. Sorry if I'm rambling a little bit. But I mostly use a 3 pip stop loss, so I calculate it at 4. This is what I do. Any questions about that?
Clear.
Okay, great. So recommendation for me to you guys, test it out. And because this is not necessarily the right way, but this is how I do it and where I feel comfortable with.
So your normal is 3 pip stop loss.
I'm mostly, when I trade, I do a 3 pip. I'm going to show you later on why, when we're getting on the chart. Just a second.
3 pips, so you're not adjusting for spread?
No, I just do my 3 pip calculated at a 4 lot size. But if I see on the chart, like, okay, 3 pips is going to be too short, then I just look at my preparation I made, and then I can say, oh, I'm going to do it at a 5 or a 6, and it's already calculated. So I can do it on the same time that I'm trading. I can choose what lot size I pick because I did my preparation. Everything is there. Clear? Okay. Okay, first of all, after this, before I start, I also write the news down. I don't know if we have any new members here today. I use this. Just change it to my time. And I also write this down on the cheat sheet that I have before I start trading. I'm just gonna check it real quick for today, if there's still time to take a trade or not. Okay, so at 10 we have 2 star on the USD. Okay. Normally I write this down, but I'm not expecting to trade today, so I'm just having a quick look. But you have to watch out here, of course. Then we're not on the session anymore. Okay. So I hope everyone knows how to check the news. I write it down on my paper so I know when or when not to touch the markets. Okay, let's go and hop on the charts. I think I did everything.
Why are you not trading today?
No, today on the session? Because
No, you said I'm expecting not to trade today. That's what you said.
Yeah, on the session.
Oh, on the session.
No, normally I start my day at 8 o'clock, but I didn't do it today. I think because I was a little bit nervous for today, and also I have to draw a new chart. So we're gonna start from this.
Yes. Okay.
But normally, guys, this is what my chart looks like. It's a lot because I didn't refresh it. I expected to refresh it last week, but because the live sessions wasn't successful, I'll say like that, I couldn't. So this is what it normally looks like. The advantages of this is I can go back in the past and I know exactly where price has been and how it's adapted to my lines. But we're going to start from an empty chart. Are there any questions in advance about something, or then now is the time?
So Monica, you trade only Euro USD.
Yes.
Yes, but on impulse. I have another strategy on Nix, and there I do go on TradingView.
And
So-
every day there is opportunities which you can find.
Yes,
But,
yes. You want to see some of yesterday's? Just a second. I had a weird day yesterday because I did great analysis. Just gonna check if, but I I had trouble catching them. Just a second.
How much time you spend per day about
Normally,
the preparation and the trading?
The preparation, I normally, like if today ends, then I do my preparation for tomorrow. So that tomorrow I don't have to calculate everything. My cheat sheet is there. I can start on the chart at 8. I put my 15-minute timer, and 8:15 I start to trade. This was my first setup yesterday. I tried something new to place risk management, so I got kicked out here again somewhere because I did something wrong, and this one I did not enter again. But actually this was one trade. That was your question, right? I don't remember what I was gonna show.
Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot of opportunity. You see here. This one I actually wanted to ride all the way up till that was my actual setting I showed you guys in the Telegram. This was it, but I managed my trade to a little bit in profit, and I got kicked out right there. It's so annoying, but afterwards it just went all the way up. I always risk 2%, so if you can see the risk to reward, that really was annoying. So enough opportunities in the market. And you
always use 4 pips stop loss?
Mostly, yeah. I calculated at the, no, I do 3 in my MetaTrader.
Yes.
But for the risk to reward, I have to put 4 because it's calculated at a 4 lot size.
Not 7, not 9, not 15 either, no.
Depends on the trade. Depends on the trade, but normally not. Like here on this, if you do it at 4, because that's what I did. And I had a beautiful almost 4% out of this one. But okay, so you guys see there's enough opportunity in the market on one currency pair. And nice. I think it's good that we're gonna start from an empty chart. Okay, I'm gonna put my 15-minute timer, guys. It's a habit, it's a good one, and it actually puts you in a kind of state that you have time. So I would recommend it. Okay, timer is set. Okay. Drink water. Okay, so how do I start? I first I zoom out, I look where market has been. I search for the highest points in the market. I look at the dates, 13th of January. We're on the one right, okay. So I mark these points. Yes? Did anyone want to ask something? Okay. So the orange lines you're gonna see on my chart are the highest and lowest points on the 1-minute time frame from the last couple of days or max a week or something. So that I know where price is going to move. I start also with drawing my institutional levels. I see sometimes at your guys' charts on Telegram that you don't do this, or not everyone does this. I would totally recommend it. It's a great, it gives you so much overview to just draw them. So you know where price will move between. So everybody should know by now who is trading with us that it's the 800 level, the 00, the 200, and the 500 level. And that just keeps on repeating.
There's a quicker way to adjust it if you want.
I
Once
know.
you put in the new line, you can just press up and down on your keyboard.
I know that there's a quicker way to do this, but this is how I feel comfortable
Okay.
doing because I have my eyes on the charts. I
Okay.
want my own color. So
No, I'm not saying to put in that other indicator. No, I'm just saying once you put them in, if you don't put it in at exactly 800, if it's at 802, you just press down 2 times on the keyboard and it will go down to where you want it, to the 800.
okay, we need to have a
That
private
is-
chat about that maybe. Second try. Like I said, I'm not a hero with computers and all. This is gonna be, I can't see. 12th. Okay, so I'm gonna place another one right here. Okay. I'm just gonna draw and explain what I do, but don't hesitate to ask questions. So these are kind of my famous lines you guys are all wondering about, the blue ones. What do I look at when I draw these? I look at support and resistance levels, but on the 1 minute, there are like a lot of them. And for me, I use them a lot because I need to define my entry points very, very good. I just see if my thing is here, my eyes are up here. You see?
Is it just me that's not hearing well?
No, it's
No,
your
it's
connection
for
apparently.
everybody.
You guys can't hear me?
Monica, we can't hear you. We
No.
weren't hearing you at that point.
Are you
It was
hearing me
fine
now?
so far, but
Yes.
yes, now good.
Yeah, now it's fine, but after the blue line, we lost you.
Okay. Is it okay again?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I have question at this point. When you reload impulse, is
You
this
know-
always
sorry.
lines or no?
What?
When you just shut down your computer and reload, for example, or impulse, is it stays always set up?
No, you have a save button here. So when you do these things, please save it, give it a name. I always give it the name of the date. So if you adjust anything, you see now this chart, I can find it right here. You see? So when you start in the morning, you just have to open up your chart and there it is.
When you're drawing these blue lines,
Yes.
I know there are some previous zones of support and resistance. Do you look more at the wick or at the candle body? Or
Both actually. I mostly see where I have the most touching. I don't know how to say it. Where it most yeah. You see, when I do this here, it is. It closes, and here it touches and closes again. So I'm not especially gonna do it through the wicks, but if you have a lot of wicks and they stop at the same time, yes, I do draw my line there.
You know, if you push the magnet in the left menu, you don't have to go to the horizontal thing all the time.
Let's try that. Is it this one or that one?
That
I think this.
yeah, but it's now on the first, yeah, once.
Thank you. Yeah, now it's a habit. Huh?
It's Alt H in the keyboard.
But it's like mostly when I see I cannot put it on. Sorry, guys. You see how it touches? If you look left here, and when I put it here, that's for me a good indication. And I also like to do it between them because you can say, oh, I'm only gonna do those two. But if I'm in a trade and I see my trades having trouble to breaking something, then I know exactly why that is. And if I have a zone of more structure, then I'm even likely to give it this. So I know like, oh, that's a bigger zone to watch out for, you see. And the best part about this, in my opinion, once if you drew them once, and you're gonna see that in a bit. Now it takes a little bit longer because this is a new chart. When you save it and you use this chart for a week, probably these lines for in the future, this is where price is gonna go. I don't even have to watch it. I know it's gonna bounce up on these levels.
So then, as you're trading, you're still gonna carry on drawing new lines as they occur, right?
Yeah, but mostly I'm not that long on the chart. My range is between 8 and 12 that I trade. But that's also because I calculated the live sessions in between previous with Clive. So mostly I was actually already done between 8 and 9, but mostly between 8 and 10. Then I was really done. But for now, like today, I haven't been on the chart yet for the purpose of this session. So it's gonna take me a little longer. You see, when I zoom out, most of them have hits. I can always see like, oh, is there something I missed or anything? But you see, it moves perfectly around these lines. Wait, one drum here. And then I zoom out and I just see like, okay, where are no lines yet? And I go to that area and I just this is a bit here. This is all from yesterday. Yeah, that was a major crash. I think I was in. I think I knew this was going to consolidate and come down, but I forgot it was news because normally I don't trade. And this just hit my TP. So that was a beautiful chance, I'll say.
Mon, so
yes.
You're starting drawing the lines on a Monday evening, Tuesday morning, and
no,
use it
I do it
all week, or
I actually do it in the 15 minutes that I have.
Yeah, before you start trading.
Yes.
So you do it every day?
No, I save it like now.
Okay.
And like tomorrow, I start on this chart again. So all my lines are drawn. So the only thing I have to do is if market moved, I'll just see like, okay, where are new support and resistance levels? Like this one, it just occurred. I would do this because it ended here. it hopped up onto here. So I would draw that maybe, you see, but sometimes you have this, and let's say, because market really crashed down yesterday, so it's obvious that it wants to go up normally. So it's possible that tomorrow the chart is here and I knew exactly where it moved yesterday. So then I do have to draw them again. But if it's still in this area, mostly I just see the chart bouncing off on my lines. So it's not the most work is the first day, like we're doing at the moment. That's the most work. I don't do this every day, but mostly I'm done in 5 minutes, just checking my chart, see if I can draw any new lines, and that's it.
Monica, I'm failing to understand, how do they help you?
Yeah, you're gonna see that when we actually take a trade.
Okay.
But let's say here, if you, because I still have to draw actually, just a minute. So when we see this, maybe, allez, this isn't my favorite setup, but you see, I drew them. There, wait, I drew those. That's cheating. But I just know they're gonna bounce off of these lines. When I, like here, just let me check. It's not 100% valid in my eyes. I can't say it afterwards. But let's say if market didn't do this yet, and I want to do with my 3-pip stop loss, I need to know that price bounces off of one of these levels. Because if you have consolidation, like here, that's also a thing.
We lost your voice again.
Really? Now as well? It's annoying.
She's frozen.
Show is it op het internet?
Yeah, we lost you again.
They lost me. Is it better now?
Yes.
Yeah?
Are you connected with cable or on your?
No, it's my girlfriend is here as well on her. Normally she works from her work, but today she's working from here. So she's using the internet as well. And that might.
She was watching Netflix.
No.
But if you are
Okay.
connected cable directly to router, it's gonna to be more secure line.
Is it okay right now?
Yes.
Okay, so to answer your question, why they're good. When I draw consolidation, I do these two purple lines. You see? If I'm wanting to take this trade, it either wants to go up or down. So I wait and I prepare. If I want to do a setup here, it needs to break my purple, and it needs, here my 15 minutes are up. It needs to break the purple. And it needs to bounce off this line. If it breaks and it becomes resistance again, my trade setup isn't valid. So I need my lines to know where it needs to bounce off, because if I don't have this, and you have just, you don't have anything, I need to see the line, you see?
Can you repeat, the purple is some kind of resistance?
No, it's a
purple line.
consolidation.
Consolidation.
Oh,
But with regards to consolidation, don't you use the white zone of the modified Bollinger Band?
Yeah,
Anyway?
I also look at this. Yeah, now we're going a little bit faster, but I do look at this, because if this hits and this hits very fast, you also know you're in consolidation. As well, like Ara says, if they are small, they're not going anywhere. It's when they're bigger, then it's gonna happen. But for my entry, I really need to see it bouncing off on the line. Yeah.
So
using the white, just the white in the Bollinger Bands, right? That's the consolidation, and then you wait for a breakthrough.
Okay.
But Monica, that means using this example, if I look at the upper purple line that defines this consolidation area, you would then set your entry into the next blue line.
Yeah, one of these blue lines.
One of them, not the first one.
I need to see it on, it's different to look at it afterwards, but when I'm on the chart, when it's actually happening, I can see the way the market moves, like, okay, I'm getting in this or not, because I might even have gotten in here. You see, because if you see this and you see it going and you see it's going towards that line, that's also possible. But like now I'm watching it after it happens. So that's new to me. I never do that. But when I'm there, I need to have that confirmation. Then I just click it real fast. And I'm mostly, when I have a good trade, I'm in and out in a few minutes because I have my exit strategy. I know what I want to see on my MetaTrader. But guys, I'm gonna quickly do my lines. I know it's a bit boring maybe, but it has to be done.
No, I don't think it's boring. I think it's really educational.
Okay.
I'm learning a lot.
Monica, can I suggest, for example, because all of us, we are very interested about your line and your strategy, to do it like one video with good explanation on one special class about how you do it, everything slowly explain it, because like that, we always ask you, we stop you, you know, we are on this short time, you need to do it many things, or once you do it one video with good explanation and after we follow.
I heard what you said, but what is the actual question?
No question, I think.
It's no question. It's more a suggestion that you do the basics in a video instead of to explain it live, so that we don't interrupt you and we can.
Okay. Yeah, this is yeah, I understand what you guys mean. I haven't thought about that. But I knew that I was gonna do this with you guys.
Yeah, but I think this is the video though.
This is that video.
It's slow enough, I think.
Yeah.
It's good.
But why do you, sometimes I think you skipped a low to
What do you
draw
mean?
a line. And the last blue line you made there, up there. Oh, it doesn't matter what you, but
I don't remember where it was, Mitja.
yeah, if you go a little bit to the left with your cursor. Oh, no. At 14:30. Yeah. 14:30, there is a low.
Yes, I can see it.
And you don't drew a line there.
At the new high.
I can, but I'm trying to. I am in
Okay.
this or that.
No, the low there. Just
That I just drew.
around there, yeah. Or you just weren't
I
there
have these
yet.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I see a lot of gaps still, so it's more work. Sorry, my voice. So it's more work because
Yeah. Okay.
price moved really a lot yesterday. So that's when I see those white areas, I know I still have to draw lines probably. What I also do, guys, I also check the 5 minutes and I look for highs there as well, lows and highs that I know, like with this, I would actually, if I put the cursor, you see the square, you see the dotted lines, I actually put my line there. I look at the price here, you see?
And why don't you go to the 5 minutes on the left side?
What do you mean on the left?
Right. If you
No,
wanna...
I look at the price on the right.
No, but I mean, you go to the 5 minutes on the red, on the right thing, and when you're in the upper menu, where you see your EURUSD M5, you can also go to the 5 minutes, and you still see your lines. Why don't you do
So he
that?
means you stay on the 1 minute chart.
If you go back to the 1 minute.
Yes.
Go back to the 1 minute chart.
Yeah, and
No,
then on the
left.
upper menu, where you see AVA trade, double dot, EURUSD M1.
Top
You
left.
see that?
Top left.
Yeah, and if you go there to the 1 minute,
Not there.
the 1 minute to
Yeah,
the
the
right
one on
there,
the-
no, there, yeah, there, and you push then 5 minutes, then you still see your lines.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
But I only use this to check this. You see, I do this. I check.
Okay.
I use the price, so it's 749. I go back to my 1 minute. I just take this, put it somewhere, make it black. Oh, that's bigger. I said 749.
1.07749.
Why doesn't it change?
It needs to be 1.07749.
Yeah.
Oh, what did the last line with the 5 minute mean?
This that I know, this is the lowest, is a structured thing on the 5. So I know that is gonna be, price is barely gonna be there. Yesterday it went there a little bit apparently, but that's okay. I also do this for the top. So I go here, I look for the average. It might be a little bit above, that's okay. So now it's 08603. I go back to my 1 minute, put the same line there. What was it, 603?
If you want to try with what Mitya recommended, it's actually really good because you can see all the lines in 5 minutes and 15
I
minutes.
also
Okay.
think so, but she's got her own way, and
Yeah,
I understand that as well. It's strange to change that now.
I
yeah,
think
because I'm gonna explain to you guys this.
everyone is giving suggestions with good
Yeah.
intentions, but I think it can be a bit overwhelming for Monica
Yeah.
to be hearing, and I
Okay.
apologize because I also did the same thing myself.
Okay, guys. Okay, so we still have 15 minutes. We're not going to be trading today. I can see that now already. But here I know price has extended its level. You see? So it is possible. You have to see. It is possible that the price still wants to go up. But when it comes around this area, I know it's actually overextended. And even though here it is still blue, I might be looking for downtrends soon. I always check this just for this, because now it's also in an uptrend. Because sometimes it has trouble, it comes back to this, but it has trouble breaking it. It has been more in a downtrend than in an uptrend, I believe, in the past days. So to me, that means that price is actually a little bit overextended. But just to go back here, I know this is my chart. I have my lows, my highest points, the orange lines, and my lowest points. I have the same, the average of the 5 minutes. I know it's a little bit above or a little bit under, but that's all right. That's the major structure. And if I then see price has trouble breaking these zones. Does that make sense? This is just news. Of course, it's not gonna have trouble. But do you see what I mean? I'll take that as a yes. Or do you guys not
Yes.
hear me anymore? Okay.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So for here, I would actually start looking for downs. I still believe this is way too far from here. So what you actually want to see, give it some time. You don't always have to trade on the spot. Give it maybe some time to come up here and then let it make its decision. So you might see that again later on. Because now looking for sells, for buys, I wouldn't recommend, you see, it's extended. So I think that gives you a beautiful overview where the market is heading, where it wants to go, if it's overextended, yes or no, and where in between what institutional levels it's actually moving and within these things. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes,
Okay, I'm gonna
perfectly.
see
Great.
on my
Yes.
cheat sheet if there. And actually
But
the example.
do you try to catch the big moves when it's?
No, sometimes sometimes I'm out within a candle. It's all regarding my exit strategy, but because I had a trade once and it was still like this in a downtrend. And I just caught the last 3 candles, and then it made its whole up move. But I still got a great percentage out of it. So I'm not here to catch these big moves. For me, what I do is catch small moves, but I see
so you will enter all between these lines. You've got enter points,
this.
entries.
I wouldn't.
No, when you do you try to set up an entry at the lower lines, or
Doesn't matter when I see, but we're probably gonna be diving into that tomorrow, because now we drew the lines and stuff, and tomorrow it's gonna be more interesting, because then we're gonna trade. We're still gonna be able to ask questions for how do I
so
enter my trades.
homework for everybody? Draw your lines.
I would do that actually if you want to stay on top of it, and you can do
Yeah.
this on any pair. I do it on EURUSD. I just chose that pair. It was actually Jolene who recommended it, because I was switching through the pairs and I was missing my entry points because I was looking at another currency pair. And when I just stay on this, like here, I know, okay, I'm not gonna take this downward move. I might if it's a little bit more here and then goes down. Like I say, when it's valid, but we'll look into that tomorrow. But I wait, then I go on TradingView, see something of Nick, but I know what I want to see on EURUSD. And we're also gonna have news later on today. So just watch what it does, and then you can set up a trade. Let the market come to you. Don't try to make anything out of it. Don't counter trend here. I would only counter trend. I don't even call it a counter trend. I just enter before the shift happens. Because when you go here and you know price is extended, I'm gonna try to look for a good entry point. And this is where the quick concept videos come into place. They really give me good, how do I say it, confirmations to actually step into a trade.
So here on the lowest point, you can enter, let's say, before the shift happened, before the main shift
Yes,
happened.
in my opinion, yes, but like this example, I don't like, because there are a lot of candles if they were more squeezed or tighter. But here I would actually look. I think you all know by now. You have to look for for buy opportunities here. You want to see this coming up. You see,
Yeah, but
I always check this.
there is indeed a nice video about entry, and you've got a more aggressive entry
Yeah.
when you see the red-blue cross and the green candle. That's also a chance to enter, especially when you know it's on the really low side as you draw down with your orange and your black line.
I just want to say something. I forgot about it. It's okay. Sorry, Mitja.
No problem.
Because here,
Sorry,
normally
sorry.
you don't, no, it's okay. Normally you don't take trades right under the institutional level. But if you see price is extended and it gives you confirmations, like one of the confirmations you're about to learn in the quick concept videos is if, yeah, this is not really a perfect flat bottom, but you see it has resistance. When you see there are more than 3 candles going up, like here it's 3, then you have a red one, I would still be cautious. You see it's already getting into support. This is also still a line. And then you have the cross, so that's another confirmation. You have now this indicates that price wants, like I don't recall the names. This indicates that price wants to shift direction.
Morningstar.
Is it called that? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
No, that's not a really a morning star. That
Okay.
looks a little bit different.
Just to go back for the purposes. So if I see 4 candles, that's all right, but I still want to see this become support. And then you just wait for that perfect entry. But this is not perfect in my eyes.
Not a
But
good
it gives
example.
it gives you a little bit confirmations to actually maybe get in before the shift. But normally I have better, like maybe from yesterday for the guys who were on the session. Like I said, you can do this on any pair. I have to go back to, still want to show you guys. This is the last thing I'm going to show for today. It was maybe a little bit chaotic because there's actually a lot to say, more than I thought. I have to be on USD JPY. Didn't it save?
USD JPY yesterday, you
Yes.
predict
You
a
see?
very good move.
Yeah, that was beautiful. And I didn't take it. I was like, no, guys, I only do USD and I missed 10%. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, sorry, this is recorded. Sorry.
What
So
a
here,
cheat.
I think it was Renault that said like, we have, this was the trade, right? Yes, it was it. Renault said like, hey, we are in a downtrend here. And in the 5 minutes, back then, I'm not gonna click on it because then I lose it. On the 5 minutes, it was also shifting to a little bit down, but I saw that price was overextended. I also checked on Trading View for the 4 hour, 1 hour and stuff. And I thought like, yeah, I thought price wanted to go up because at that moment it was overextended. So instead of looking for sell opportunities here right under the institutional level, I was like, guys, I think we're gonna go for a buy. This is what I want to see. Eventually, this thing that I drew was this candle. I wanted to see a break. I want to see it come back, preferably over here, but it didn't do that. So when this confirmation came, you see all of this. I had my trend line over here. It was a good confirmation for me to get in. And this is the point what I mean. Just under the shift, because when you enter the shift, sometimes you're a bit too late. Like here you can catch these beautiful moves. I did it, yeah, 3 pips stop loss in my MetaTrader calculated for lot size. So if you just write this up, I expected it to come all the way to the institutional level, but I never write it until there because you can have a reversal here and come down again. So for this little bit of space, you don't want to risk that. Select a point, previous point of structure, you put it there, and then you have your trades. And these for me are perfect entries. Bouncing off the institutional level. There's a purple line. I thought this was consolidation to me, so it bounces off my consolidation, bounces off my line. It was here going up. It was here in oversold. Where are the arrows? There are no arrows at this chart, but okay.
You only get the
You-
last, I think, 200 arrows.
Okay, I don't know what just happened. Damn it. I'm gonna refresh, but that's to me a good indication. I'm gonna stop the Zoom. Okay,
You can stop recording.
where do I see that?